And there he goes. It's day 14 on the Rideau Trail, and only today and tomorrow, and I'll be done. That's exciting. It's a beautiful day. I feel so much better this morning. I had a really awful end to yesterday, not on camera, but I'll try to be brief. I got caught in an overgrown area of the trail, which seemed like nobody had been there in years. I mean, literally years. It was flooded. I was eaten alive, and I abandoned ship after a kilometer took me over an hour. I cut through a farmer's field, and I saw the farmer coming towards me. I just wanted to get to a road, and I saw him coming towards me on his ATV, and when he stopped, I said, "Oh, thank God you're here." He said, "Why?" I said, "I could use your help." He said, "Well, I'm not inclined to help you. You're trespassing. You're on private property, you know." Anyway, he tore a strip off me from top to bottom about how he's tired of hikers cutting across his field. And I told him that the trail was flooded. I said it was an emergency. I really couldn't go forward or back. And I'm so sorry. I tried to stick to the edge of the field. I know I'm on private property, but I'm just trying to get to the road. I'm not trying to do any damage. And he just kept saying he didn't care. He actually said those words with several expletives thrown in, that he just didn't care. And that was a terrible way to end the day. I had to go way around on these rural roads, adding a few kilometers and meeting up with Gord. I was so upset, but it's a new day, it's a new dawn, and I have a short day actually, only 16K today, and it should be a good one. I'm counting on it. Hey. Now this is what they need on the trail back, well, a couple of days ago when I was fighting in the bush. Not unlike that, but there was no break in it. It was just all water, fallen trees. Anyway, this is lovely. Thank you to whomever. I guess it's preserved land, protected. What a difference funding makes, eh?
Hiker light.
You are hiker light. Wow, we must be really close to the van.
Really close.
And this is the last time that we'll come into the finish of the day to Bruce. Tomorrow's finish will be to the trail terminus. Eee, so excited. Well, it's our last day, Gord.
Wow, time has flown.
On our way to the start of the finish. Thoughts, reflections, lessons learned?
I just need a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit of a rough one last night for Gord.
That's when the invaders came to our parking spot.
Yeah, we were parked in a lovely, secluded, out of the way park. And then some yahoos showed up at midnight and we thought we were done for. But they were just doing their own thing and left after about a half an hour. But I think it probably had you in protection mode throughout the rest of the night. I think I have every possible bit of rain gear on that I own or have borrowed. Thank you, Lara, for the waterproof mitts. I know they work. So it's hi-ho, off to Ottawa I go in 25, 26K. I'll be down the Rideau Trail and maybe the sun will come out to celebrate with me. That would be nice. Bye, honey. Could be worse. Better to be on a trail in the rain than in rush hour on a highway in the rain. Well, in my books anyway. Ooh, I think a bit of shelter is coming up. Wait, is that what I think it is? Ah! Yes, I can, after the first 2 hours of the day being poured on, finally I can, well, I can even let my hands be free. Oh, I wonder if I could risk taking my rain pants off. It's supposed to rain throughout the day, so I think this is as far as I'll go right now, but yay! Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Detour. The trail is supposed to cross the road down there by the highway, but it's all closed off and they send you down this road. I think it's called Courtstown Road. You just go down about 500 meters and there are 0 markings for the Rideau Trail. Yep, Watts Creek Pathway, nothing for the Rideau, but this is the way into the path that's in the green belt that I was supposed to get onto by crossing that road earlier up. Did I mention it's not raining? This makes me happy. Yeah, I know, I sang about it, I won't do that again. Hey, there's the first sight of the Ottawa River. Yeah, it's so obvious that I'm getting to the terminus, which is right in downtown Ottawa. Obviously I'm on a city path now, and it just crosses the road here at the lights and continues on down. I think this is wonderful that you don't have to actually walk on city streets, that they have an urban path system that takes you from way out in the country to the heart of the city. Who knew there was a beach in Ottawa? Not me. The phone is covered in raindrops. I'm covered in raindrops. But still, it's an exciting day. And I found a place to have a washroom break if you're hiking the Rideau Trail. And you get on this city path and you go, where the heck am I supposed to do my business? At Britannia Beach, there's like a community center and lovely washrooms with nice strong hand dryers to dry all your gear if it's wet, so that you can come back out on the trail and 10 minutes later get it soaked all over again. Getting excited. I see city high-rises. Still have about 9K to go though. So I don't think that's the downtown core. That's likely suburban sprawl there. And I don't know that their downtown core is very high. Maybe I won't see it in advance. And across the river is La Belle Province, the beautiful province of Quebec. And those are the Gatineau Hills. Downhill skiing is only half an hour from downtown Ottawa. You just gotta cross the bridge into Quebec, into the Gatineau Hills, and you've got great skiing all winter. I'm at the 5K countdown. And you know what, this time, it's not a fundraiser. It's not a hike in memory of somebody. And you could say, oh, it's just for fun. But there is always a bigger reason than the actual steps I take on a trail when I do one of these long hikes. Every single time I have shared with anybody that I'm about to embark on another long distance hike, if they don't know us, they'll say, "Oh, is your husband coming?" And if they do know us, they'll say, "Oh, how does Gord feel about that?" And sadly, I do think part of that is being the female in the relationship, but that's another soapbox. But the fact is, Gord always wishes and wished that he could accompany me. And this year, over the last 2 years, he has worked so hard to recover from a hip replacement and a knee replacement. And he has gone from walking to the end of the driveway to hiking up to 12 to 15K a day to hike out with me and to meet up with me. I am so proud of him for doing that. And I'm so happy that I chose this trail so that he could do that. It's also been very good for us as a couple to take this time and make this project a combined effort. Even in retirement, you have to work on the relationship and you have to work on the friendship. But this time together that we've had and the times together that we have when we go off on our own on an adventure, they're the best times for us. And so I was just thinking, you know, if every couple took a look at their relationship and identified what's the best time for us. Is it when we stay in and have a quiet night at home together? Is it when we take off and turn off our phones for a few days? Or go to a sports game or activity together? What is it that turns your crank as a couple? When are you at your best as a couple? And I would suggest, not just if you need a boost to the relationship or you're having trouble in the relationship, but I would suggest doing that. For us, it's been taking off away from everything, putting ourselves into our little box on wheels together and working through any of the challenges that we've both had on this trek together. And so I hope it maybe inspires you to find the best you can be together as a couple and just do it. That's it. First glimpse of the Parliament buildings and the end of the Rideau Trail. There's the famous clock tower of Parliament Hill right there. Canadian War Museum. I can't help but wonder if this beautiful this beautiful bed of tulips is part of those that were gifted to Canada as a thank you gift from Holland for Canada liberating Holland in the Second World War. And see what I see? There's Parliament Hill, or Parliament Building. Right there. I believe that's the Chateau Laurier there with Parliament Hill to the left. Always under construction. But that's okay because that will preserve it for centuries to come. So we got to be patient through the renovations, which have been going on for the last few years and will probably go on for a few more years. Oh, so close. So the trail continues on the other side by that cliff there and ends just underneath the Parliament building on the other side of those trees where the Ottawa River flows, no, the Rideau flows into the Ottawa River. The locks nestled right in there. They start lock number 1, and I think that's where Gord is waiting. But apparently I have to take a detour up and around and walk on street level. I don't want to do that. We'll see if there's a way that I can scoot my way down to the waterfront trail. Here we are. Not the way I thought I'd be coming into the finish, but it is the legit route. There was a detour. I wasn't taking any footage of city streets because that is not the path I wanted to take. I may or may not have taken a different detour, which shall remain off camera. Always an adventure. So Gord doesn't know what direction I'm coming from. And these are the big guns of the Rideau Canal. Lock 3, 2, and 1. And the end of the Rideau Trail is at 1. Woohoo!
2 hearts running wild.
Where is Linda? She
Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake.
All right. 20 meters.
So loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just 2 hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be. We're gonna be.
Kilometer 0. Woo! Oh, happy day!
You did it. 15 days.
The moonlight, summer sky. It was the best.
There's Marianne, and there's David Burns. Oh my gosh, they are the Ottawa Welcoming Committee.
Forever, we'll never have regret.